cool. We're like hippies from the 60s with the glasses on. And these are purple glasses. I don't know if you noticed. I got sunglasses. I'm looking at a lake. It's bucolic. Oh, hey guys, what's up? Aristotle Full Throttle here. 5 days a week at noon, Pacific Standard Time. We talk about movies, we talk about pop culture, we talk about you and how you're doing. How are you doing? How you doing? That's what I want to know. This is the question we ask ourselves all the time. Oh, we ask it of each other, but I want to know how you're doing, like Wendy Williams wants to know how you're doing. Today we're talking about Hollywood blockbusters. Also, how the heck are we gonna see movies ever again? Feels weird. We're inside all the time. Not inside all the time. I mean, I've been going outside. I've been going to the beach. I've been going on hikes. I've been socially distancing by thousands of miles. Am I right? Everybody. It's wonderful to see you. I particularly want to talk about the movie Tenet, because Tenet is out there, but we don't know if it's going to be, if we can go actually watch that movie. I don't know where I'm going to see that movie. Am I going to go to the drive-in? Am I going to go to the movie theater? Am I going to have to wear a mask? It's ironic that the poster for Tenet shows Mark David Washington, whatever Washington we're looking at. He's got like the oxygen mask on in the previews for Tenet, and I'm like, yeah, that's how you gonna have to go watch that movie. Remember that? This is a cool part of the song. What's up, everybody? Hello, welcome on all the platforms. We're just hanging out. It's Friday, man. Let your hair down. As you can see, I've not pinned back my hair ever. Why should I? What am I, a communist? You know, in North Korea, you're only allowed like 5 different haircuts. There's a chart, and you point to the chart, you're like, I would like this haircut. And you're only allotted 6 haircuts. You can't get to Kim Jong-un because Kim Jong-un's like, this is mine. This is the one haircut that you can't have. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm half dead. Kim Jong-un is dead. That could be a hashtag. Let's hashtag that. Let's see what's trending, shall we? This is what we do at the beginning of the show every day. Looks like Kamala Harris is trending. Well, that's the For Me page. They're like, you like Kamala Harris, don't you? You live in California. You're a brown person. Let me offer this up as something that you might be interested in, because that's how the algorithms work. I don't know. That may be. Rand Paul is trending. Rand Paul among RNC guests escorted to safety by police after being confronted by protesters. You know, it's interesting that Rand Paul was confronted by protesters, but, you know, he is a total piece of crap. So, you know, if they were confronting him, that's one thing. I don't condone the violence that he suffered, actually, because his neighbor beat him up and, like, broke his arm. But, you know, I can understand their anger. Because, you know, Rand Paul is a waste of time and a douchebag. And that's just my opinion. Hey guys, hope you're safe. Hope those of you who are in different parts of the country have maybe affected by the inclement weather. I hope you're fine. Justice for Bryce Hall. Who's Bryce Hall? Here are the names of... Oh. There's so many people that have been killed, huh? Oh, wait, is Bryce Hall... Wait. Justice for Bryce Hall. I don't know who Bryce Hall is. Is he the guy that with the gun from the other day? If you guys know, let me know in the comments. I'm not very abreast. Did you see the president last night? The president was talking. And when he talks, you know, it's really difficult to listen. But I don't think he said much. He spoke for an hour, and I don't think he said a single damn thing. All right, we're getting right into it.
Hey guys, everyone on Instagram, I hope you guys like Foghat. Anyone here listen to Steppenwolf? Or, I don't know, Janis Joplin? She was good. I'm just saying, I like the 60s music best. Okay, boomer.
All right. Rockpiter here every day with us, you know, gracing us with his rock presence. Yeah, the Rockpiter is pretty cool. Looks like we're here alone today, so I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play around. There's nobody here. I hope that, Angie, you're safe. I know that you were in the path of the hurricane, but you know.
You know, it's really interesting that anybody would watch this show. It's not good at all. It's just I can't understand the show. I mean, I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer or anything, but I haven't laughed once.
Stop lying. You just laughed, Seth Rogen, showing up to my show, pretending he's not laughing. What's up, Donnie Coulter? It's just me and you, Donnie. Me, you, Donnie, and our favorite. It's Hannibal Lecter. What? Hello, Donnie. Nice to see you. How are you today? Have you eaten any fava beans? They're delicious. Thank you, Hannibal. I have to do something real quick, guys. Yes, it's me, Hannibal Lecter. Yes, let's see. This song is so good. Wait, hold on a second. Ah, yes, Donnie, not just Hannibal. It's me, you, and some fava beans. Fava beans. You don't like fava beans, do you? Blurred words. Do they leave a bad taste in your mouth? Well, Donnie Coulter, it was nice to see you. Goodbye now. Have a wonderful day at work. Geez, I hope Hannibal Lecter didn't scare you off, Donnie. But where do you work, Donnie? Just let us know where you work, and then we're gonna make fun of your work. Hey, liver breath. Hey, everybody's showing up. This is cool. I was here just playing with my toys by myself right just now. It was just me and Carl Weathers. Me and hang on, guys. Hang on, guys. It's just me and you, Carl Weathers. This is so much fun. It's so much fun for me, and probably no one else. The sun is shining. There's golden sunshine, and nice to see you, everybody. Guest appearances by Carl Weathers and the Rockbiter, and everybody. And,
you know, I just don't understand. This show's terrible. I can't. Well, hello, everybody. Just tell your friends about this show, and maybe there'll be a bunch of us by the end of the hour. I don't know.
Good God. Hey, guys. Wait, or livers or something. I guess they do, don't they? They taste like paper. What tastes liver breath? Hey, wait, what tastes like? I'm confused. I'm lost in this conversation.
Yes, I like paper, and actually, since I am rock, I hate paper. But if you are scissors, watch the F out, because I'll crush you. but get paper away from me. Say, do any of you guys listen to Kansas? Or the progressive rock band Yes? The early stuff. Like the early 70s. Not any of that owner of a lonely heart crap. That's when Yes sold out. Anyway, Chris Squire. What a bass player that guy was, I mean. Come on, man. I'm gonna go eat some more hallucinogenic rocks.
Good God. That rock biter always trying to get us into some classic rock. Makes sense. Doesn't it? This is now beginning. The show is taking on a new shape. We're working toward. This week was kind of a workshop week. I didn't have any guests. I should have had some. Well, you know, you guys witnessed the evolution of this show. It was a bit of a workshop, and now it's Friday, and I think we've made some progress. I think we've actually achieved some. What do you say?
I'll tell you something. I think this show is a knockout, if you know what I mean. Because I'm an actor who played a boxer in several movies. So that's why I made a reference to boxing. Anyway, the hurricane is dying down. People are okay, for the most part. Thank you. That's been the Carl Weathers Report.
Thank you. It does, doesn't it? So, guys, blockbusters. What's your favorite Hollywood blockbuster? There's so many. It's been a while since I saw a great one. I mean, Avengers Endgame was the one that really shot me out of a cannon. I loved that movie a lot. I had so much fun at that movie. And before that, I really enjoyed the first Avengers. Just as like the ones where you throw popcorn in your face and you just enjoy watching a movie, and it's like everything that you want to happen happens. It's an idealized version of the world, or maybe there's like this enemy like Jaws where you're like, how will I ever go to the beach? You can't go back in the water. It's not safe. What was the catchphrase for Jaws? In water, nobody can hear you sleep. There's something like that, right? In space, no one can hear you scream. In the water, Jaws can smell your pee and come after you. He'll find you, so don't be peeing in the ocean. They could smell blood from a mile away. I think. I don't know. I don't know how sharks work. Is it Shark Week? It's August. Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a fun one, wasn't it? You know what I like, Shy? I liked Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I can't tell you. That last part of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but I cried. I cry every time, I'll tell you that. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Maybe I'm a little ashamed to admit that I cried over a movie with a talking raccoon and a blue guy with a mohawk. But I cried. Like a man. Like a man cries over a talking raccoon and a tree. A talking tree. Hello, tree. Yeah, you gotta watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I'm one of the people who likes Guardians of the Galaxy 2 better than Guardians of the Galaxy. Just because it hits me in an emotional pocket. It just,
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is so emotionally heavy. It hits me in the cockles. I got punched right in the cockles when I watched that movie. Every time I see that end of that movie, I just lose it. I lose my shit. I cry the whole time. I can't get away from it. They're playing that track by Cat Stevens. Now his name is Yusef Islam or something. But I'll tell you, that track, it blows me away every time. Currently 90 degrees. Thank you. This has been the Weathers Report.
Thank you. But the Avengers movies were amazing too. The first Avengers had a full-scale destruction, which was nice to see. Yeah, it was. But Shy, Avengers, the first movie, actually suffered from the giant beam in the sky syndrome, which a lot of blockbusters tend to. I don't understand why that is like the most menacing thing that you can show, which is a giant world engine coming down like in Man of Steel, or a giant beam coming out of the sky like in the Avengers, or in Suicide Squad when, you know, there was like a magical force going up to the sky, all the way up to the sky. You know, it's funny, that does remind me of a line from the movie Ed Wood by Ron Howard's father. Ron Howard's father, I forget his name. He recently passed away, but he's the guy with the giant cowboy hat, the oil tycoon, who is funding Ed Wood's movie. And Ed Wood is like, well, thank you for the funding and the backing. Was there anything that... And he's like, well, I'm going to give you the money under one condition. I want the movie to end with a huge explosion up to the sky. So ever since that guy decided to fund movies, all we get at the end of movies is a huge explosion up to the sky. Everybody seems to be so impressed by that. What if, like, the ground just fell out from under you? Maybe that... It's a kind of an existential crisis when the sky changes color, I guess. But why? Why? Bro, I grew up on MTV. So, the sellout, yes, Men at Work. I loved this. Men at Work? Are you talking about Men at Work? Where they're like, money for nothing? When they're like, how'd that song go? I could probably figure it. Let's see. I'm probably way off in the keys. Wait a second. Something like that, right? It's just fourths. That's how that song goes. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. That's what the song taught us, wasn't it? I'll tell you. You don't get money for nothing in this world. But sometimes you do. Thank you. That was words of wisdom from Mr. Carl Weathers himself. The Carl Weathers Report. Hey, Green Alex on Instagram. Come over here and hang out with us over on YouTube or something. It's way more fun. You get to see like visuals and things. But one day I'm gonna actually I'm gonna get the video going out and mirror it somehow and have it up on the screen or so. I don't know. We're going to integrate this system really well. Did you guys watch but I do love the Avengers movies. I did not like the Avengers 2. I think Avengers 2 was okay. I remember I watched the Avengers Age of Ultron. And I went to work the next day with everybody over at LLP. By the way, guys, I do want to also remember, again, great, entertaining, interesting character by the name of David Cass. He was a director. He passed away yesterday morning. He was one of the first directors I worked with over at the Hallmark/Pixel Channel LLP, Larry Levinson Productions movies. Don't ask. And this guy was one of the best. He was like old school Hollywood. He had so many stories about being in Hollywood, about falling off of horses. The dude has like fallen off every horse in every Clint Eastwood movie, and also probably broke every bone in his body twice, because he was a stunt performer in the beginning of his career, and then he became a writer, director, and an interesting dude nonetheless. And he always supported everybody on set, and he was always very kind and generous, and always, entertaining. Constantly entertaining. Constantly entertaining. We could all learn from that guy. I don't know. I am not Mark Knopfler. I'm Knopfler. I'm Knopfler. Somebody understood that somewhere. Here's a funny little bit of trivia about the song Money for Nothing by A Men at Work. The end of the song where it goes, I want my MTV. That's actually the same melody as Don't Stand So, Don't Stand So, Don't Stand So Close to Me. Because Sting was like, you guys stole my melody. And they were like, oops. And then Sting was like, that's all right, as long as I get to sing on your track. And he did. So Sting himself is actually singing that backup part on that song. So.
Ah, I didn't know that piece of valuable trivia. Now I am satisfied with my knowledge base of Dire Straits. What a band that was. I mean, Sultans of Swing. So good. Did you know Mark Knopfler plays without a pick? Yeah. Dude rocks.
Thank you, Rockbiter, for giving us the rock and roll trivia that you're so good at. We're learning. He's getting a character. Oh, geez, I watched X-Men 3 times. The first 2 times I forgot because it was so bad. Ooh, yeah, X-Men. The first one's not... It's just like... The X-Men 3 is not... You don't want to watch that movie. X3 or whatever it's called. Oh, sorry, no Wolverine. I watched Wolverine 3 times. The Wolverine or Wolverine? Because when you was watching Wolverine, you know... I apologize. Did you see it with the special effects or not? Because there was a Wolverine that was out. It was released prematurely and there was no special defects in it yet. And that's the one I saw. I watched the bootleg copy and it was a dumb movie. That's where he makes his first appearance, right? I can't remember. So hard to go back and watch those first X-Men movies. Yeah, but you gotta admit, the X-Men movies really paved the way. I think it was like around 2000, 2001 where the first X-Men came out. And now we're like well into the superhero universe. And I remember that being the impetus for a lot of this. It was like, well, we're going to do X-Men, then I guess we'll do Spider-Man. And if we're going to do Spider-Man, then I guess we're going to do Spider-Man again. And then if we do Spider-Man again, why don't we just keep doing Spider-Man? Logan is good. Logan reminds me of Firestarter. Do you remember that movie from the 80s with Drew Barrymore, a young Drew Barrymore, as the Firestarter, and her father, played by Keith David and or David Keith. There's no way of verifying which one he is. I mean, it's Keith David and or David Keith. I'm going to say it's David Keith. Keith David and David Keith should be in a movie together called The Story of Keith and David, starring David Keith and Keith David. Me and my friend made a poster for that movie. It's gonna be good. We've made the poster, so we're pretty much almost there by today's standards as far as like the Batman having only shot 25% of the movie, and it's got a trailer already, and I want to see the movie that doesn't exist. Logan was amazing. I did enjoy Logan a lot. Do you think that's the last time we'll see? I don't think it's going to be the last time we'll ever see. Will we ever see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again? Don't you guys want that Deadpool 3 with Hugh Jackman as Deadpool? I mean, as Wolverine and Deadpool as Deadpool? How amazing would that be? But Deadpool would already have like 2 ornery sidekicks, Cable and Wolverine. Because Wolverine, it's an interesting pair-up between Deadpool and Wolverine since they're both technically indestructible in a sense. Although I think that Wolverine is a little bit more destructible. So when Deadpool explodes, right? He explodes into like 1,000,000 bits. Which bits turn back into Deadpool? The head part? What if his head gets exploded? Do they have to like put it back together and smash it together? I mean, these are logistics I want to find out. What's the logical explanation for his regeneration, guys? Thank you, Kendon Isaiah, for making an L. I hope that the L means lovely and not this. Hugh Jackman was cast so perfectly. Well, Hugh Jackman, this is one cool thing about Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine was he was so upset that people were upset because Hugh Jackman is 6 foot tall and Wolverine is 5'1" or 5'2". The character, he's Canadian and 5'2", and Hugh Jackman is like Australian and 6'2". Doesn't matter. But here's the one thing about Wolverine: he was upset that he wasn't built enough. He wasn't jacked up enough that first movie because Hugh Jackman finalized the contract to be Wolverine 2 weeks before the movie came out, and then when he had his shirtless scene, it was just a couple weeks before he was cast as that role. So that when he didn't feel like he was bulked up enough. So in the successive movies, Hugh Jackman made sure that he had like many months of preparation so that he can get super hyper jacked up, so that he could actually match the comic book depiction of Wolverine, which is dedication, I'll tell you. That is dedication to the craft. Just getting all jacked up like you're on Mountain Dew. The Hugh Jackman Deadpool movie, I think, could happen. He doesn't have to get jacked up for that. He could just wear, like, a suit. Wolverine could wear a suit. And then it could be somewhere in the time span between all of the X-Men timelines that are all over the place. The X-Men timelines don't line up, do they? To anything. That last X-Men movie, though, was not good. The full one with Sophie as the lady, as the Dark Phoenix. That movie was poorly done. Because the Skrulls were in that, and they had to take the Skrulls out. And you guys know. You guys already know that. If you're watching this show, you know that already. I'm just preaching to the choir. Oh, they're retiring him and Sir Patrick Stewart. Well, I want some more. That's it. That's the key, right? Right? I sound exactly like Mark Knopfler. Mark Knopfler, man. Sultans of Swing, I'll tell you. Well, that's a bummer. I would like to see Sir Patrick Stewart come back, maybe just like, like in one of those shots where they did in Deadpool, where they open the door and you see like the cast of X-Men sitting in the room, and he's like, "Oh, that's all we could afford." That's pretty good. How come this house is so gigantic and there's nobody in it? Good stuff, guys. Deadpool. I like that there's secretly a helicarrier in the Deadpool movie, guys. When they're fighting at the end of the movie, that is surreptitiously, secretly, they tried to like crowbar it into the Avengers movie that took place a couple years before that as a crashed helicarrier. Look closely. And they kind of get around it by just not addressing the fact that it's a helicarrier, and probably a helicarrier that I think it was either Avengers or Captain America Winter Soldier when all those helicarriers came down and crashed, because they were supposed to like eliminate parts of the human race or whatever. And so that's pretty neat, guys. Deadpool has been future-proofing the franchise because they knew that eventually, I guess, that they'd have to merge at some point. And now Disney owns Deadpool, Disney owns X-Men, Disney owns everything. Marvel. So we're gonna get a really fully integrated universe, very much like the comic books, which are just insanely. There's just so many characters in the comic books. I did watch some of the fandom, the DC fandom, and you know what looks promising? The Suicide Squad looks really promising by James Gunn. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. There's just so much ridiculousness that it looks like, and hopefully, apparently this time around in the Suicide Squad, people are going to get killed. They're going to get killed to death like that, like just randomly getting suicided, not just like Slipknot or whatever his name was, and he just died, and he was like the only one in the Suicide Squad who died, maybe 2 people, and it was like the whole point of the Suicide Squad is that you go in and then you die. Like, it's in the name, Suicide Squad. So I would like to see everybody except for Harley Quinn. She ain't gonna die. Hopefully the Joker, Jared Leto's Joker, comes out and they just shoot him in the face. Like, he just goes, ah, and then they just go into the next scene. That's what I would like to see. How about that, guys? What do you say about that? Nothing? Yeah, yes. I kind of like that idea. It's very funny. And, if they do that, since he's so rude, you gonna eat that? Anyone? Anyone going to let that... You're just going to let that go to waste, are you? Well, okay then. Oh, there's a Verizon survey calling me. Verizon survey. Let's answer this, guys. You're ruining the show. Hello? Hello?
Hi, this is Verizon's automated customer survey system calling.
Oh, get out of here. I don't need you, automated customer survey says. Where's Steve Harvey when you need him? Sitting on his mountain of cash on his boat. Steve Harvey, one of the richest guys. It's been ages since I've been to the theater. What are blockbusters? I know, right, Shy? I was just trying to have a topic today that we could all reminisce about, because I used to love going to the movies like once a week. Definitely at least twice a month going to the movies. That was kind of a... during this time of year, once a week for sure. Maybe once... every major release from June... from the end of May to right around now to the end of August. At the end of August, the end of... That's a song by 36 Crazy Fists. And, yeah.
You listen to modern screamo, but they have nothing on the Yardbirds or the Rolling Stones. Stones.
Oh. Get it? Rolling Stones? I guess he's just into the classic rock. I can't... The Rockbiter has his own proclivities toward music. I have nothing to do with what he likes to listen to. He seems to be one of the old school guys,
I like classics like Jefferson Airplane, which turned into Jefferson Starship, and then in the 80s just became Starship. They sang, "We built this city on limestone."
The difference. Blockbuster Video. What was that? How was that the song? Did you guys go to Blockbuster Video when you was a kid? Yeah, of course you did. There's the last Blockbuster remaining is an Airbnb in which you can go to the Blockbuster and there are videos all along. It's like a big nostalgic. There's a bed in the middle of the Blockbuster and there are shelves with all different kinds of movies with VHS, and you could watch those videos. However, it will fulfill your fantasy of ever wanting to have sex in the middle of a Blockbuster video. You could achieve that dream now. Legally. The Rockbiter is my favorite too. I think so. Hey, Shy. Don't tell me that you like the Rockbiter better than me. I gotta tell you, I've been here this whole time. The Carl Weathers Report is probably the most entertaining part of this show. Hey, Philip Mata, on Instagram, if you want to see what's going on, go check it out on YouTube, AristotleFullThrottle.com. Clear skies, partly cloudy. This has been the Weathers Report. Carl Weathers. Action Jackson, if you remember. Don't give me short shrift, Shy. I am the star of this show. Look at the twinkle in my eye. I think you made Carl Weathers jealous. Indeed, indeed. Oh, man. The show's got all kinds of guests, but,
I can't even understand what you are doing. It's not even funny, really. I just think this show should be off the air. If they could cancel the internet, I would be, I'd be happy about that. I sound kind of like, Kermit the Frog, actually. Maybe Kermit the Frog would be a better guest on your show.
Philip Mata wants to be on the video. I can't put you on the video, Philip, because then the people at home can't see or hear you. You'd have to call in a different way, and that way I could put you on both of the things. But right now it's we're gonna have to do it on Monday then. Philip Mata. Mata, your name means like kill. Philip Mata. Go on Instagram. Go on YouTube. Just go to AristotleFullThrottle.com. Your name, Philip Mata, it means murder. It means to kill in another language. It's Latin-based. Philip Mata. Philip Killer. Nah, I like your name. And I also like fava beans. Hannibal Lecter is the creepiest. I mean, I don't even understand why that. He adds a dynamic to the show. He does indeed. You know, here's the fun part. We could do this. Here's the real fun part, guys. Hello, Rockbiter.
Ah, Hannibal Lecter. Nice to see you, I guess?
Yes, Rockbiter. I'm fascinated by your obsession with classic rock bands and all things rock.
Yes, I love rock and roll. I am a rock biter. Say, Hannibal, groovy.
I can't be bothered by such trivial things. I need to go paint and have a room with a view. I don't listen to music. Well, just the music in my head.
What kind?
It's classical mostly. Classic.
That sounds like jive crap. I like rock and roll. Good riddance.
See, now there's a whole storyline happening. Yeah. Hosted by none other than the Rockbiter and Hannibal. Yeah, but you never thought you'd see that combo, did you? Neither did I, until just now. What kind of finger food should they serve? Well, welcome to Tea Time with Hannibal and the Rockbiter.
Hi, everyone. I've got a really good rock mix on my Spotify playlist.
Yes, unfortunately, we have to listen to that. But I've prepared some food for everyone.
Ah, limestone?
No, you idiot. I don't eat rocks. I eat sweetbreads and liver with some fava beans and some...
Can't, yeah, I know, shut up with that. You go on and on with your fancy-ass Chianti. And that's how you pronounce it, idiot.
Hey, I'm supposed to be from Maryland, but in the books I'm from Russia, which doesn't make any sense. Why do I have a British accent then? Makes no sense, does it?
No,
Okay, well, how many lumps do you take?
40,000.
Wow, that's a lot of lumps. Wait a second. Uh-oh.
You guys are a couple of knuckleheads. Why are you even... Hey, Philip Mata. Philip Mata, you're missing the show. Philip Mata, you should come to AristotleFullThrottle.com.
Yes, that's where all of the fun is happening.
I'm not having any fun. I am quite hungry, actually.
Shut up, Dad. You better shut up before I punch you right in the mask.
He's pretty strong. I listened to him. Nobody likes you, Hannibal.
Shut what you talking about? I've set up this tea party for all of us today. I've got finger foods and everything.
Yeah, but Carl and I have been talking, and the both of us are way into Sabbath and Zeppelin, and you know, you're kind of a square.
Well, yeah, nobody likes your musical taste. I mean, you don't even listen to James Brown. James Brown is living in America. That's my soundtrack.
I mean, come on, guys. You don't like Brahms or Chopin or...
No, that's some like lame ass jive turkey garbage.
Yeah, nobody likes that kind of music. Not unless you're 300 years old.
No. All right, then.
I don't know what's happening. If you guys... Oh, I see the... Yeah, Shy, that's... Remember, that's not my hair. That's the Rockbiter's hair.
Everyone here has a fro.
Jurassic Park had a pretty good blockbuster comeback. You know, I didn't hate the Jurassic World movie. I just didn't like it. I have many problems with the Jurassic World movie, particularly the problem with... The kid is smart, right? So here's my two massive problems with Jurassic World. The kids... They're smart little kids, right? The little kid is like, I like dinosaurs. I can tell you that that's a pterosaur, which is not a dinosaur. It's a pterosaur. And I can tell you that that's a brachiosaurus, and that's a T-Rex, and that's a Indominus Rex, which is not a real dinosaur. That's a velociraptor. The kid is smart. He can label dinosaurs. He can look at a dinosaur and tell you what it is. And then in the movie, they set you up with this kid being able to look at a dinosaur and tell you what it is. And then the kids... they discover the rusted out Jeeps from 30 years ago, from 25 years before that, in the original Jurassic Park, and they're like, oh, look at these Jeeps, let's fix them. I'm 10 years old. I know how dinosaurs look. That means I can also fix Jeeps. I can't. I just don't like weird logic. When dumb people write movies, when dumb people write characters who are supposed to be smart, they literally just make them do magic. If a kid can... There's a skill set in identifying and categorizing
labeling wildlife. That's one skill set. Mechanically fixing a rusted out 25-year-old Jeep is a totally different skill set. I don't understand why the writers just thought, hey, just go with it. The kid understands the dinosaurs, how they look. He could fix Jeeps too. Also, he's an accountant. Also, he's magic. He's got a magic brain, this kid. This is how people think that's how they think smart people work. And then there's that problem. And the other problem is I didn't buy the premise at all for Jurassic World because the aunt, Bryce Dallas Howard, is running a very dangerous theme park. And then she's left with her two nephews, right? And her entire character arc and motivation, or at least a major part of it, is her trying to mend her relationship with her sister. So she takes her sister's kids, and then, or her sister basically sends her kids to the park, and as an awesome aunt would, she lets the kids run hog wild on the park. They just like, go ahead, have fun at this park. That's an awesome aunt. But the sister gets mad at Bryce Dallas Howard and says, you should be watching these kids. And I'm like, no. Bryce Dallas Howard has a very demanding job in which she is doing, and she's awesome for letting her nephews go all over the park for free. That's a cool aunt. And then she should just be like, yeah, let's meet back here for dinner after my day is done. So I didn't buy the premise. I didn't like her motivation. I thought it was dumb. Also, she ran the whole movie with high heels. She was in high heels the whole time. So, I don't know.
Guys, like, really? Are you still watching this show? I mean, this is, like, ridiculous. I can't help you with this. This is just so bad.
Seth Rogen never has a good thing to say about this show. Seth Rogen hates the show. You know, I like to think that this show is the new Tom Green show. Hey, Donnie Coulter, welcome back. Don't give up. Thank you, Donnie Coulter. I won't. Trust me. Never give up. There's no giving up. I like that.
I mean, you should really give up. I'm just saying, you should probably give up. Shut up, Donnie. You don't know what you're talking about. Aristotle should just give up on this whole thing. I'm just kidding. I don't, but I'm serious, actually.
Get out of here, Seth Rogen. Nobody likes you. Except maybe, I don't know, everybody. You guys remember Star Wars? That was a blockbuster. They called it Blockbuster, I think, originally, because people would line up around the block, and they'd be like, oh, the block is busted. It no longer functions. You cannot... This block is done. It's a block of cheese. That's what I call this show, the block of cheese show. Government cheese. You ever have government cheese? It's very dense. It's very dense cheese. You got to cut it yourself. Why couldn't the government afford to cut the cheese? I said that joke before, and it snuck up on me both times. Cutting the cheese snuck up on me both times. This is the evolution of humor on the show. The humor has gone down the drain, but the effects have gone up. What other blockbusters are there? Men in Black. That was a fun one. Independence Day back in the 90s. Those were fun. Blockbusters. Blockbuster movies. Were they Twilight movies blockbusters, or were they just bad? Remember the Batman, The Dark Knight? Dark Knight was really good. I remember watching that in the summer. I saw it, The Dark Knight, in IMAX at a planetarium. So the whole time we were just like looking straight up, and my neck still hurts, and that was 12 years ago. My neck still hurts from looking up at the top of that damn thing. Unexpectable. I don't know what Philip Mata was saying, but thanks for Philip Mata for showing up. I've never seen a Fast and the Furious movie. I hope that doesn't make you angry. Oh, yeah, I do like the John Wick movies, but are those blockbusters? I don't know. Batman's, people just dressing up in silly costumes is mostly what we want to see in a blockbuster, I think. And also The Rock. You want The Rock in the blockbuster. I should get The Rock on the show. The actual Rock, or maybe even
The Rock Biter. If The Rock,
well,
if you get Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I can't promise that I won't try to bite him, because I'm very literal. His name is The Rock, and I'm a rock biter.
yeah. But thank you, Donnie Coulter, for saying don't give up. I've been taking that advice for my whole life, and this is what we're gonna get. One day, guys, it's just gonna be all 8 of us right here, right now. We're gonna say, "Hey, remember when he was just playing with his rock biter things, puppets? And now look at the show. There are 14 people now." But you guys are the best, the greatest. I was gonna say the best and the greatest, but I said the baitest. Y'all are the best, because you're here every day, and you know what? We've made this a thing. Somehow the show. Let me know if it's getting better or worse. What kind of guests do you want to see? Who do you want to see? I know that it's fun to talk to other people who work in movies and talk about movies, so gonna start back up with guests likely on Monday. But you guys have been great, sticking through the workshopping of doing this stuff live, because I was really just thinking about this stuff, and then now we're doing it. It's cool. And that's how things happen. You make a plan, and then you execute said plan. Just tell that to the Star Wars sequel writers who didn't make a plan and executed not a non-plan. Those movies used to be summer blockbusters, but now they became winter blockbusters, which I don't know, because I think since Disney owns Star Wars and Disney owns Marvel, the two, they don't want to compete with themselves, so they put a Star Wars movie at Christmas, and they put a Marvel movie in the summer. So they're like, we can make all of the money. We're Disney. What point will Disney be broken up by it's like an antitrust situation, because they'll just own everything? Disney underpants. I should have Oliver on. I've asked Oliver many times to come on. Oliver, a good friend of mine, a former drummer. I always like having Oliver on. I always like talking to Oliver. However, he's notoriously, and I don't think he would argue with this, tough to pin down. We used to have a nickname for him in the band, and his name was Flighty Mick Fleetwood, because also Mick Fleetwood is a drummer for Fleetwood Mac, and we all had Irish names. We'd call each other something like Mick something, and his name was Flighty Mick Fleetwood, because you'd be talking to Oliver, and then you would turn around, and then you would finish your sentence, and he'd be gone. So, as much as I would like to have Oliver on, he's welcome anytime. I'm extending that invitation currently to Oliver if he's watching and or listening. And Oliver, just call me right now. I'll put you on the air. It's hard. It's tough to align time with Ollie. So he's definitely welcome at any time. It's just I don't know how long it will be. His name is Flighty McFleetwood. My nickname, Jen the Fierce, is not appropriate for all ages. It was It had to do with like I would get moody maybe after a show, and I would just not want to. Usually before a show, I would not really want to talk that much with too many people because I just want to get in the zone and like about 30 minutes before playing, I just don't want to talk to anybody. So my nickname became Antisocial Mick. Get the F away from me. Antisocial Mick. Get the F away from me. Let's say that one more time. Antisocial Mick, get the F away from me. But not the F, just the F word. And they were like, oh, he's being antisocial, Mick, get the F away from me. And I'll be like, yeah, I just need to get in the zone so that I could run around the stage for the next 45 minutes. So that was my name. Also, it was just O'Brien. My Irish name was O'Brien. Mick O'Brien. I learned last night that Mick was, it means son of. Mick and Mac. Mick is a short, abbreviated term for Mac. So it's the same as Mac. It means son of. And there used to be Nick. Like, there used to be Nick something. So if you were like McDonald's, if you were Nick Donald's, you'd be the daughter of someone. And you'd be the daughter of Donald. McDonald. Nick Donald. And then there was Nick Donald Fish. And then there was also Vic. Vic meant grandson or granddaughter of somebody. So you could be like, what's another Mick name? Mick Sandwich. You could be John McDonald Vic Sandwich. So you would be the grandson of Sandwich, the Earl of Sandwich. Now we're learning everything. We're learning so many things today. Mick, Nick, and Vic. So that just became like really uncommon to say Vic, because people would be like, stop being so pretentious with your Vic. Nobody cares about your Nobody cares about your grandfather. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about your grandfather. Nobody cares. Mick, Mac, Nick, Vic. Nobody cares about any of that stuff. They just care about what's in the weather forecast. I'm Carl Weathers. Partly cloudy with a 40% chance of rain. And a 100% chance of pain. Oh my God. I think he's threatening us. Like Marshall Vic McNoodles. McDoodles, yeah. That is my name. And I think it was just VC. So it'd be Vic. So you'd be Shy McTang Vic, whatever your grandfather's name was. Vic Kevin. So that is what we learned today on Aristotle Full Throttle. We've got a minute and a half left on Instagram. If you'd like to join the party, subscribe on twitch.tv/Aristotle Full Throttle, or go to AristotleFullThrottle.com and subscribe there, because I'm giving away stuff. Once I get to 10,000 subscribers, I still have a contest going on, guys. You want to get this channel up to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, we're going to give away a goddamn PS5, if I had anything to do with it. We're going to have a PS5.
Seriously, guys, you probably shouldn't share this show with anybody. It should just be like,
Oh, what happened to Seth Rogen?
I disappeared unexpectedly, like this show should. I mean, this show should just disappear, I think.
Get out of here, Seth Rogen. Nobody wants to hear from you. He's my arch nemesis now. Yeah, giveaways. Go to Patreon, Instagram. Go to patreon.com/Aristotle Full Throttle. Support maybe like $1 a month. You could keep this. We can even get more valuable guests than the Rockbiter himself. The connection is paused due to poor connection. We're sorry your live video ended. Good golly. None of this gold is ever saved on Instagram, because Instagram, I had 34 viewers. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Good show, old chap. You were Grumpy McGrumpy Pants. That's much nicer blurred words than antisocial Mick, get the F away from me. It's just, I need absolute silence. I need absolute silence. I need absolute silence. You can understand that. You can understand that. That's the only time. After that, I want to talk to everybody. I want to be everyone's friend after I play the show. But before the show, I get distracted. I like to have a little bit of quiet time, a little bit of me time. Be Grumpy McGrumpy Pants on my own. Guys, remember this one? That's as fast as I can play it right now. Yeah, you gotta play some Metallica for the kids, you know what I'm saying? When I was a youngin', I'd have to like work out to get back into that speed. What's up with the Cali fires? They're far away from LA, but they're all over the place. They're all over California. The world is burning, literally. Nothing we can do about everything going to crap, so guess what? I'll be your friend for the end of the world. This is the mood. This is the mood of the world right now. And, yeah, that's basically it, guys. I think we've done it. We did a week. I went to the beach on Monday. I came back from the beach. I got stung by a stingray. First thing this week. Stung by a stingray. And, you know. What's that song at the beginning of The Stand? The Stand, the TV show The Stand? The Stephen King The Stand one? With the M-O-O-N, that spells fingernail moon. M-O-O-N, that spells AristotleFullThrottle.com. Should go to this. It's been a wonderful week, guys. I like to see you here every day. I like to congregate. I like for us all to be silly and just say things and say stupid things all for an hour a day. A little stream of consciousness. Little fun. The Stand. I don't know. The Math movie. The Stand. The Math movie. What song is it? I don't know The Stand. The Math movie. Do you guys know? The Edward James... Oh! Stand and Deliver. That's what I think you're talking about. Stand and Deliver. What is that song at the beginning of the Edward James Olmos movie? Stand and Deliver, I think. What is that song? The Reaper. Do you mean Oh, Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult. I think you might mean this one. What was it? Oh, I'm in the drop. Oh. How's it go? I don't know how it goes. Thank you. Best I could do. And I hope you guys are all doing the best you could do too. And don't fear the Reaper. Fear! Don't fear the Reaper. Alright, babies. Before I'm done here, you all be wearing gold-plated diapers. What does that even mean? Never question Bruce Dickinson. As a musician, you know that sketch back to front. The cowbell sketch is what you're referring to. And, or that song anyway. It's got cowbell in it. But as a musician, it's inescapable. That's an inescapable... Why can't I play it? I can't seem to remember how it goes. And you're gonna sit here and suffer through it. Nah. Well, I'll tell you something.
Ah, yeah, yes, Blue Oyster Cult. They're from Long Island, New York, Smithtown to be exact. They had a song called Don't Fear the Reaper. They rock. They are what I'm talking about.
Why don't you like Beethoven? He's wonderful. He's quite relaxing, you know.
Yeah, but I like to get my big rock booty shaking because I need a good beat and a loud guitar.
Ah, I see. You are a bit of a plebeian, a plebeian, a pedestrian. You're inferior in almost every way in your musical tastes. We're going to have to educate you in Brahms and I don't know, Johann Sebastian Bach.
Ah, sounds boring. I like things that rock.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you. Ice to see you, if you know what I mean. I haven't made an appearance here yet, but, you know, I feel like I should freeze you all and instantly kill you because because I'd like to do that to myself, but I'm already frozen and this show is gone off the rails.
Arnold, you're kind of you're harshing my flow. I just want to get down to some groovy tunes. You know?
Yes, well, you know, I'm not stopping anybody's party here. It's really, it's a good time, you know, to kill the dinosaurs, though. The Ice Age.
We know all of the puns you have in store for us. We don't like them, though.
I kind of enjoy your puns, really. Puns used to be considered the highest form of comedy.
I know this. This is what I like to do. I make puns all day.
You have nice puns.
Oh, good golly. Burp.
Hang on a second, guys. Let's see. Let's do this. Guys, you know what they say about revenge? Allow me to break the ice. Ah, I get it.
I get it.
This is out of control.
Guys, I think we should call it a day.
Yes, I grow weary of this.
Come on, guys, I've got more. Tonight, hell freezes over. You know, hell freeze. A freeze is coming. Stay cool, guys. Stay cool. Cool party.
You weren't invited. Sorry, Barnold. We forgot to tell you about the party.
Okay. Well, if anybody wants iced tea, follow me.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for watching. Time to go. I'm going to listen to The Lovin' Spoonful and some old Bob Dylan. Because Bob Dylan was excellent at folk music, and then he started to play rock music, and that was when I really started to like him, though it was controversial because a lot of people didn't like the fact that Bob Dylan electrified his guitar after he played acoustic music all his time, and they thought he was a sellout, and they were like, Bob Dylan, you should probably not be such a sellout and play electric guitar. You should probably stick to doing folk music because your lyrics are phenomenal and incredible, and we really prefer to listen to your lyrics, and we're really actually just distracted by your electric guitar playing now, Bob Dylan, why can't I even understand what you're saying, because you're singing so weird, your voice is kind of crazy, and I can't even understand it, but it sounds cool, it's got a groove, it's got a beat to it, and I can dance to it. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys on Monday.
Yes, I'll see you guys. Stay cool for the weekend, you know. Be okay, be chill. I hope you can have, I hope you...
I imagine his voice is getting tired from, and I'm also growing tired.
Oh, good golly.
I hope that you've stopped watching. The show is terrible. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and maybe watch a good movie.
Yes, everyone, I hope you can Netflix and chill and have a good time on your own.
And while you're at it, listen to some Chopin. What a marvelous musician he was. I ate his liver.
Guys, just go on, get out of here. Save yourself, really. I gotta go listen. I'm gonna go eat some more rocks.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. See you Monday.
Goodbye. I sound like Kermit the Frog. I'm sorry. I'll see you Monday.